and often built on just surface attraction. Maybe it's their look, their charm, or the way they make your heart race. Beam, beam, beam. Hi, I'm Carrie Suche, and welcome to the second episode of Love and Love, a podcast where we highlight timeless relationship lessons from some of the best love and dating books out there and break them into practical keys you can use in real life. If you tune into episode 1, you know we explore the foundations of smart, intentional love. And today in episode 2, we're diving even deeper into one of the most misunderstood areas of relationship, which is love or infatuation. So we're going to unpack clear signs you will see. Clear signs that help you tell the difference so you can build connections that last, not just emotional highs that fade. So whether you're single, dating, or just reflecting on your love journey, this episode, it's your invitation to pause, get clarity, and choose the love smart way. In today's episode, we are still diving into Smart Love by Nancy Van Pelt, a classic that offers clear, powerful principles for singles who want to love wisely, not blindly. I think for this episode is one that affects almost everyone at some point. Love or infatuation. How do you know if what you're feeling is the right thing or is just an emotional rush? By the end of this episode, you will walk away with clear understanding of how love differs from infatuation. Practical signs to help you spot the difference in your own life, and a simple reflection challenge to help anchor everything you learn. Comfy, relax, let's unlock some love wisdom together. Nancy Van Pelt explained this difference so powerfully. I love this woman. Like, her books are so inspiring. You see, the infatuation is quick, emotional, and often built on just surface attraction. It's their look, their charm, or the way they make your heart race. Beam, beam, beam. But it's usually based on idealization, not reality. That's the difference. Love, on the other hand, is slower and deeper. It develops over time. It's built on shared values, mutual respect, and clear-eyed understanding. Love chooses, and infatuation reacts, tweaks. One of my favorite lines from this section is, infatuation rushes you, love gives you room to think. That one struck a chord, like it sank deep. When it is infatuation, everything feels urgent. Decisions happen fast, red flags are ignored, and logic takes the back seat. But love allows space. It is patient. It sees clearly. No love is blind. No love is blind. This insight is such a game changer for me, because when we understand it, we'll stop confusing emotional highs with lasting connection. Alright, let's bring it down to everyday life. How do you actually know whether it is love or infatuation? Nancy Van Pelt gives us practical markers, and here are a few that really stood out for me. Number 1, infatuation happens fast. Love is steady, it grows steady. If your emotions skyrocket overnight, it's likely infatuation. Real love builds with time, observation, and trust. You can't rush it. You can't rush it. You rush it, you hit a rock. 2, infatuation ignores flaws. Love sees clearly. Forget that thing they said love is blind. Love is not blind. Go into dating field with clarity. Infatuation often overlook red flags. Love sees the whole picture. It sees the picture of strength, it sees the picture of weaknesses, and then makes wise decision, make wise choice to evaluate whether his weaknesses is more than his strength or his strength is more than his weaknesses. So you can't just rush into things without proper evaluation. Evaluation of values, evaluation of alignment, of purpose, evaluation of beliefs, evaluation of goals. Infatuation is self-focused, very selfish. Love is mutual. Infatuation asks, how do they make me feel? And love asks, how can we grow together? These are two different things. One is selfish, one is mutual. You're having the other person's best interest at heart. You're not just thinking about yourself. How your emotional highs. How do you feel about this person? How does this person make me feel? Number 4, infatuation fizzles when reality hits. It will run for 40. That emotional high will just drop like they poured ice water on it. And you'll be wondering what happened. It's not this person that was just all over me or just professing love so radically, so intentional, with all enthusiasm. Like his life or her life depends on it. And these are the tragic stories, love stories you hear online, where one person left the other person because it was not rooted on value, it was not rooted on something. Love grows stronger because it is rooted in values and not fantasies. These signs are like mirrors. They help you to step back, reflect, and see your emotions with clarity. Because real love gives peace, it doesn't give pressure. Love motivates positive behavior. Infatuation has a destructive effect. Love will have a constructive effect on your personality, and it will bring out the best in you, give you new energy and ambition. It will give you new interest in life. It engenders feelings of self-worth, trust, and security. Love will spur you towards success. You will work harder, plan more effectively, and save more diligently. When you are in love, life takes on additional purpose and meaning. You may daydream about the future, but you stay within the bounds of reality by centering your thoughts on plans within reach. Your love encourages you to function at your highest level. But in contrast, infatuation has a destructive and disorganized effect on personality. You will find yourself less effective, less efficient, and less able to achieve your true potential. Even your family members or close friends may notice this effect immediately and speak up, but all you'll be doing is just giving excuses upon excuses. Infatuation drives on unrealistic dreams in which the two of you lead a beautiful, blissful life in perfect agreement. Did you understand that? Perfect agreement. Everything is just in alignment. It's just following your feelings, your high-end emotions, your rush. Wherever the emotions tilt towards, that's where you're going to. It's just in a perfect alignment. Everything is rosy. Everything is beautiful. There's no contradicting values. You're not seeing the wrong in this person, the flaws in this person. You're just going with the flow. You're going with the flow. Everything is on the flow. These dreams even cause you to forget about realities of life, work, responsibilities, and money. Money that is so important. That's why you'll be so lazy, even about money. You're so unmotivated to step out to go do something. You just want to spend the whole time, the whole day with this person. But no, love motivates. Love is the reason why you go out and you want to make even the money for this person. Love is the reason why you step out. Love recognizes faults. Infatuation ignores them. If you're in love, You will naturally idealize your love, but this will tend to grow out of the understanding you have actually created, an appreciation for the other person that has been checked against reality, not that is growing on the high end of emotions. Love leads you to recognize the fine qualities in the other person and help you to build a relationship based on them. Even though you recognize these fine, beautiful, good qualities in the other person and you idealize them to a degree, but it doesn't blind you from seeing this person without fault. You're seeing this person that is not perfect, but you have chosen to be with this person, not out of your emotional high, but because you have sat and you have evaluated and you're using your brain. You admit that your loved one falls short of perfection, but you see so much respect and you admire that you accept them based on their good qualities, on the good qualities you have evaluated. The relationship of an infatuated couple depends largely on physical attraction and physical and emotional excitement. The rush and the excitement that you get when you're with this person, just solely on it. You don't have deep conversations outside this excitement. If you are to be left in a place alone, you will not find a reason, a basis to want to be together other than the initial initial excitement. People may enjoy feelings they haven't felt before, or feelings that they haven't felt in a long time, and just conclude they are in love. Us can be very loving when our needs are met, or even when our partners behave very, very like in a loving manner. But the test of love is whether you can be loving even when your partner has treated you unfairly, neglected your needs, or forgotten about your birthday or your anniversary, or the partner is just being inconsiderate just for maybe mood swing. Can you be loving at that time? That is the real test of love, and that is the Christ kind of love. Because if he was to see our faults, our flaws, and he will make a decision out of that, I'm not sure any of us will be experiencing his goodness today. That is the kind of love, that's the agape love. Giving love when that person least deserves it. When the person does not even deserve it, that is when you give love the most. And that's what Christ did for every one of us. Christ kind of love, tested and trusted, irrespective of your flaws or your inadequacies. That is the Christ kind of love. Irrespective of your moods, irrespective of your weaknesses, irrespective of your not even responding or reciprocating his love to him at that time. That's the true test of love. Alright, a quick one. Let me get this out of the table. Don't make quick commitments that you regret later. True love survives the test of time. Don't let someone rush you into what you will regret later. True love survives the test of time. If your value or your principle is abstinence and there is a rush, true love survives the test of time. Remember, true love survives the test of time. Infatuation rushes. So if there is no waiting for you to think through your actions, my dear, true love survives the test of time. So even though your sexual urges are exploding and they are dropping and at an all-time high, hold off sexual involvement. Sex now can confuse emotions and complicate the process of separating infatuation from the real thing. it will confuse you, it will complicate things, it will rope you, it will entangle you so badly that it will be difficult for you to pull out. Even when you have realized and recognized all the red flags, even with the red flags, it will be so difficult for you to let go, and it will override your sense of judgment, which is why it is advisable to hold and be on a possessing emotional side. This calls for self-denial, patience, discipline. These are traits that go a long way in building a long-lasting relationship. And given that sometimes infatuation may grow into genuine love, so there's no reason to end the relationship if you diagnosed that it is infatuation. Severing ties without allowing the initial intent to run its course, it may preclude knowing if infatuation would lead to true love. So what do you do in this case? You adapt a wait and see attitude. You adapt a pulsating emotion. You adapt and sit back and evaluate, sit back and watch, sit back and see things for yourself. You don't rush with emotions into stuff. You're going to crash. As we close today's episode, I want to leave you with a simple reflection challenge. Take a moment this week to reflect on your current or your past relationship. Ask yourself, was I moving with clarity or I was caught up in a rush? Did I truly know their values or just their vibes, like their vibes? Did the relationship give me space to think or I was pressured to act fast? Write down your thoughts honestly. No pressure at all, no judgment. No one is coming to save you, but this is the time for you to save yourself. This is the time for you to get rid of the ideology and unlearn and relearn. It's just an awareness. This is how you begin to love smarter. Thank you so much for tuning in into this second episode of Love Unlock. If today's conversation resonated with you, please follow and subscribe to the podcast. Share this episode with someone who you love to have this insight, and tag me on social media at callmecaris, on Instagram at callmecaris, with your biggest takeaway. Biko, I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear the things you have learned. I want to see it's going to be a big encouragement to your girl, Let me hear the things that you have learned. Tag me to them. I'd love to hear from you. Love is not just a feeling, it is a journey, and every page holds a lesson. I'll see you in the next episode, where we will keep unlocking timeless truths and get wiser and deeper in love. Until then, keep growing, keep loving intentionally, and never stop unlocking the best version of your heart. Open it up. Very necessary. Thank you. See you next week. I remain your girl, Kari Suche.